Hello, welcome back. This is your boy Ualta with another exciting episode. It's a new week. We're going to be covering all things about the DSTV Premiership. This week, there's a lot of news, banter on the social media. A lot of people are crying. Chiefs yadliwa once again. Oh my goodness. But I'm glad to be back, guys. It's another week. Welcome back to the channel for the new subs. Thank you so much for the support. Continue supporting your boy and supporting the channel. I appreciate the love and the support. Before we begin, we go any further, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe on this channel and also to share. Or again, leave your comments. I appreciate the love, the commitment. Yabona abantu bangibhalela ama-novels are very big that I have to respond. Within time, I will respond to them. So far, it shows that people love the analysis, the conversation that we're putting out. So appreciate you guys. Continue doing that. So yeah, game week 3 now. The ball is moving now. But I think we're putting mileage on the games. Table is going up and down, which is good. A lot of drama this weekend as well. Chiefs idliwe. Stay tuned because later so in depth. I want to start with the good news first. Sikhulume ngezinto ezihamba kahle. Mamelodi Sundowns finally got the opportunity to put Umamila to the sword. Mbona uthulile uhumbled manje uMamila. Mamila is quiet. Sesikhohliwe ngaye kancane ngoba i-Chiefs brought all the drama into the space. But well done to Sundowns. First and foremost, I'd like to say that publicly, because they give hope to our football. You know, they are now making things very interesting. They give what we deserve as fans to the kind of football we'd like to watch. You know, 4 out of 4 for them. They're playing most matches because remember they also have to play. I think the second round of matches for the qualifying matches to the group stages of CAF. So they've been given that role because also I don't know when their Super League starts. I don't know if they go straight to the group stages or they also have to play prelim rounds there. But against Ichipa, it was a big game. Also, well done to Ichipa, Bafit. Well done to Ichipa. As much as Mamila Bati football is not a talk show. So Mamila, I think he's trying to sell tickets, saying that game was bigger than so it's a derby or Mamila Sundowns versus Chiefs. And how about its statement? Is he wrong to make such statements? Because at the end of the day, he's a coach representing his team. He's making a bold statement in a sense that Chiefs does sell tickets, but the unpopular opinion here is they haven't played a brand of football that people can appreciate. So he's saying he believes that his boys can actually play a bit better than Kaizerchiefs, and they did. So he lived up to that promise. And that game gave us a lot of things to look at in far as if they can maintain. These are the teams. These are the 16 teams. I hope they're watching, eh? Because if they can do what they can replicate what Chipa has done, they can either get a point against the Sundowns or they can get a draw with them not sailing back. But if they don't, Sundowns could easily win this thing before December. Before December, we saw against the Arrows. If you're going to be sleeping, you're going to be patchy, you're going to be disorganized, sometimes we're going to punish you. The one thing that's good about Sundowns that we always have to say each and every week and talk about and saying, look, Abo Lucas Costa, and it's the second season, so we are now. Nonku, they look like they've been playing there for years. Yo, to be fair, they don't really look like they're out of place. Like if I were to watch and say I can't even pinpoint it where. These guys, they're coming to the team, understanding is good. You know, a Manyama mistake, it's like any other player in the world can make. But the way they seamless, they're very fluid, and they look hungry than any other team in the Dstv Premiership. These are the people who just won a title only last year. And they don't look like throwing down. In my previous episode, I did mention that sometimes at the moment, what I appreciate about the football that they're displaying is the fact that they keep on proving themselves each week in, week out, that it's not by fluke to be where we are. We are the best team in Africa, if not in the country. We didn't win the title just because you guys were sleeping. We actually earned those points. Cheaper first 30 minutes for me was good. The issue is you can't defend 45 minutes yonke and rely on transition. Going pound to pound, the Sundowns, you gotta have quality. Unfortunately, we knew that eventually you're gonna crack. It's just that it's unfortunate for me. The second goal, the first goal, they broke you. They broke you, and if you don't see those movements, you don't pick them up, they'll catch you eventually. But maybe it's inverted, but hold on, Umodiba doesn't go there. Doesn't go like Abotlanti, like those traditional left backs who want to just whip in across. He goes inside. It's numbers there. And just when they were sleeping, gave him a through pass and he finished it. So those are the passing lanes that Sundowns keep on perfecting. And Uti, they're not slowing down. They haven't even hit second gear. What? What are you saying? You beat guys easily. And to be fair, the game would have been different if maybe there was one goal. At least you have a team that could take it all the way instead of sitting back and watching Sundowns play. But problem is we know they don't have the quality. Eventually, guys are gonna make mistakes. With that high tempo game, aye. Shabalala, askis in fit, but you're going to. Nati Iswele. Nati my players did the same thing. They were casual at the back. Sometimes will punish. Same story, different script. Same story. Every year. It's foolish mistakes. These games, when you're playing against the Sundowns, you will be punished based on small margins because they prove once again that they are a better team. If they were not, these acquisitions, the way they play, it wouldn't be the best brand of football in the country. You go there knowing very well. Unfortunately, these coaches, you can hype your players all you want, but you don't have the same quality of players that Sundowns has. There are Sundowns, they shy Alaki 5-2. Kamnandi, confidently dictating play, having the bulk of the position. It made Alaki look like an average team. First leg, though, even though these are your current African champions. So think about it very well. For me, I'm a Chiefs fan, but I'm a football fan first. And thank you, Sundowns, for doing what you're doing. You've raised a very, very high bar, and it's going to give headaches to Orlando Pirates. It's going to give headaches to Kaizerchiefs. That's what we need. We need the standard of football at that level so we can stop these teams from cutting corners and take football serious. Take it to the next level because this is a legacy business. Whatever you do now, it tells you about your future. Whatever teams are doing now, it tells us next season, in the second round, so far, game week 3, it's one short. It's one short from other teams, but Sundowns keeps raising the bar, and usually they start slow. Number one, every season when they win the league, they start slow. Now they've won all games. Here I see, for me, if I were to predict, to leave it there. For those who don't know, Sundowns is playing against Cheaper. They won 2-0 comfortably. Second goal was a mistake. But in terms of gameplay, pound for pound, Cheaper did fight. But eventually, you're going to against the six-time champion in a row. So eventually they cracked, started making mistakes. Sundowns looked in control. They didn't look like they were in any danger. Like always, Ronan Williams has to make 2 saves. He becomes the best goalkeeper in the country. So Umamila just to hype, everyone was watching that game like a hawk, wanting to see this magic he could produce so he can beat. He didn't look like Mom Santos was in trouble at all. Just looked like he eventually cheap out a lot of steam. So that's the fourth game for Mamelodi Sundowns. They have 12 points now. They had number one. At this point in time, they have a 5 point gap, which second is Supersport with 7 points. So for now, for me, looking at Umanqoba being key, ngibonile bathi people are foul. I saw that they're saying Umanqoba, after he coached Urulane, the players started playing. That's what an assistant is supposed to do. Assistant is someone who's supposed to be better than you, I believe, in my opinion. Therefore, assistants, they play a pivotal role. But remember, an assistant coach has to be someone you trust because they need to be there to help the team to be better, to help you as a coach to be better, help the players to be better. And Masmabona Manje, all these players, like Lucas, for example, comes from Belgium. He's been being loaned in and out of these other countries he's been in as a Brazilian, but he's actually proving himself that, yeah, they actually made a good signing. Marcus Allende. Now, he hasn't been having a steady team before he came to Sundowns. Sundowns, I figure, he found a home there. He is making that midfield tick, you know? So for me, I stick it in my negatives and let's give it to a club. At least there's something that is worth talking about at this point. And the Sundowns, we have to give them their flowers at some point. We have to give Orolani their flowers. Well done, guys. And Siabonga, this is the kind of football we want to see every day. This is the kind of football we want to see each and every week when you go to stadiums. That's what you want to see. You want to see dominance, you want to see flavor, kasi flavor. If not, you want to see passing lanes, you want to see different things that we couldn't even think about. That Maubugele EPL, Ubugele Sundowns, you're like, oh shit, okay, yeah, nice, that kind of thing. So those kind of things, it's nice to see. So it's actually appreciative to watch Mamelodi Sundowns. And for me, I'm still saying that it looks like they've wrapped up the seventh title. Kanije likubona la ngayo. Pirates, wherever you guys are, please. Anisizeni bafethu mara ngale ndlela ekubonakala ngayo ngathi hayi seyibalekile lo Sundowns. So that's all I have in terms of analysis and my opinion. Ngizongitshela bafethu ukuthi nibona kanjani. What do you think? Leave your comments. Ama-Sundowns fans nahlezi na something to say. How do you see Sundowns playing? Are you winning everything? Is it a treble, maybe a league or two? Do you think it's wrapped up? Already it's game week 4, mara assist took. So yeah. So if you have any difference of opinion, please don't forget to leave a comment or leave your comments in the comment section below. And don't forget to like again, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let's just have fun. Let's move on to Pirates. Pirates, I won't have much to say, to be honest with you, because it wasn't televised. But eventually they wanted it to death. They're playing against this team, DJ Jabal or something like that. They're playing prelim rounds to qualify for the group stages. So Bazala home and away. So they have to win that game to qualify for group stage. That's why Bazala team is ngawas. For those who don't know. So they played away, I think in Comoros. They won 1-0. Lipas again, saving the team at the last minute, 87th minute. Otadisa got an assist there. So yeah, campaign CAF League of Death has started. So for them, watching on my highlights a bit, same Pirates. It's just that for me, apparently I heard that those guys are part-time footballers. If that's true, that's disappointing. I would expect a bit of dominance from them, but they had bulk of the position. It's just that for me, the one thing Pirates is on ngayo is when you're playing against different opposition in Africa, you can't be playing like Lente Sibulo la league Nzoshayo. Eventually, you'd find a team that's very, very technically sound, like your North African teams that really would know how to punish you. Especially looking at that defense and the attack, you have too much creative players. But ngathi wonke umuntu laphana unama-assist and they don't have goals. Ulipas has 1 goal per game, and yeah, they stop and go. You play well. The other games you play patchy, but you could have scored. that can only tell you that that's not the kind of quality you need to challenge the CAF. So that's the only problem I would have. But for me, in my opinion, I know they've always campaigned well. Like back qualify for like last eight, they've always gone out of the group very well. But them having played Confederations Cup, not in the Champions League these times, they just need to be careful because you know when you're playing away. I think this is practice games for them. You need a good result, not just 1-0. If you have the opportunity to expand, like maybe winning a 3-0, so you don't do the same mistakes about Sundowns and allowing Abu Al to go through, kill them. So with this team, when you're coming home, they might just surprise or win with a 0-0 draw. So they have to be careful of how they start because it can also give an idea that these small teams that you don't have videos or analysis to prepare for them well, in Africa, you're going to find that a lot and you got to be careful. So with them having to have enough quality, that's why they bought these players, and you still can't punish when you have to. That is going to be your biggest mistake. The assistant coach, Ntembe, and he knows CAF very well. You guys, the management of the Pirates, know how to play in Africa. So when you have that opportunities, for me, that's the only issue I have. Bury the chances. Because at the death and looking at the profile of the team, that's the only worrying factor that I have. So yeah, Pirates win. So wait for second one. Hopefully, Bazo televise. So we can have Batuli Pasa, for those who don't know. Yeah, I think they're going to be playing a league game first before they go for the second leg. All right, so last thing on the agenda, everyone has been waiting for Kaizerchiefs versus TX Galaxy. Emotional game for our fans, including myself, because there's a lot of expectations this season. Before ngiqala, ngicela a favor. Ngicela like. Please like, please subscribe, and also share this video on your social media platforms. It's emotional because of the fact that it achieves that game. I'm gonna focus on the game. I don't want to be too long. TX, the best team won. The best team won in the day. I'm now concerned about the coaching, which I've always been. And so I my videos keep my stats about Tumlefi. I don't really see anything happening at this point. One, Peterson has been making an error in each and every game. You still pick him as your number one. Why not give Bruce a chance? Because we don't know Okune what's going on. We know that Okune is not injured. That's what we know. But you still don't change your Peterson. I'm not saying he's a bad goalkeeper. I'm saying he's been making mistakes each and every game. Why is he protect? Protect him, let him rest for 2 games, build his confidence, because you are playing. Chiefs is a big team. You want results at the same time. You don't want your players to be in the forefront of people's anger or why not the results are coming, blaming him for mistakes. And he saved most of the goals yesterday. If it wasn't for him, it would have been a worse score. It would have been like a 3-0 kind of type of score. So my thing is, coaching Lapiana, it's a problem. It's a problem. Unseki, he's also making the same mistakes Uzwane was making. Still testing out. He's giving players a chance. But you've seen Uzwane do the same thing last season. You've seen Uzwane do the same thing. Defense, Ushanti, weak link. But yesterday he had a better game. This time around, by Hinchisana, so go Msimango. Very casual there. Good press from the striker. I don't know, Lo Dail, I don't know his name. Makes a mistake. They take that Brazilian takes a shot. First pole, Peterson. First pole. Come on. Because that lineup was good. Then you go to the middle. Chiefs can't go through the middle. Like they want to build from the back. In the middle, ETX Galaxy is not allowing them. Like every time when they lose the ball, Individual battles bayawaluza. Abomdansane abamin makile. Potsane can't even hold the ball. They are physical. That's their tactics. That's their plan. They want you to go to the side. They don't want you to come through. They don't want you to guys to have to share the ball. Mart, Castillo, drop deep. Have the touch of the ball so that they can come deep. Then that's when you release passes. But our players don't have that ability. Supposedly, we don't know. Masandla Kaizerchiefs, it's like literally they are remote controlled. They can't think for themselves. They can't have, you're not breaking the system, whatever they're trying to do. We're just thinking, Guti, ETS Galaxy has a plan. What's our plan B? Hence why I don't like Umart, because he thinks his way of gaming is linear. If he receives the ball from the left, that's where he's going to play. If he knows that Shanti is going to make an overlap, but there's a striker who's making a run to the goalposts where we are supposed to be going valley, he doesn't. He wants to hit it from the side so you can cross. For someone who's not even there, one against four other defenders. What kind of football is Kaizerchiefs? I wonder if someone can answer me today. What kind of play is what is Kaizerchiefs' identity? What have they been cooking preseason? If someone can give me that answer, then at least we say we lost but. But yesterday, I couldn't even pinpoint one person that was playing. Ranga gets injured in 7 minutes, game is a call. Tells you about their preparations. It tells you about the kind of training methods that they have that don't facilitate their fitness. Hence why I was questioning Umuzi, his strength and conditioning coach. Oguti, what is he doing to the fitness? Who's the fitness coach? What about you, fitness trainer? So the training methodologies or methods that they're having, are they in line with the fitness of these players? Because these players don't look fit enough. If not, whatever they're trying to instill, by the 60th minute, they're tired. They can't think. Default settings now, they start making bad passes. They start making bad tackles. They start. That's when it shows in your whatever. Trainer. So are you guys fit enough to play 90 minutes? Well, not just marking or clearing the ball. Are you able to come back? Hence why I didn't have any, after they considered, I know it was done. They're not going to come back here. Because if there was any way of coming back, they should have scored first half. That's our play. I said it in the space, Mina, Kaizerchiefs are going in the next 20 minutes. That's when I'm going to have a problem. In the first 20 minutes, TS Galaxy was all over us. TS Galaxy was taking shots. They're breaking us down. Every time they're breaking our taking structure. Couldn't get a pass through. The only time we get a pass is when Castillo gets that chance. Unfortunately, at the time, Okatelo, Ufuneza stepping over, probably didn't see on his left with there's two people making a run. Also, it shows with the anticipation here to the combination chemistry. I gotta be right. Because when you have chemistry, you don't need to know when you can play. Instinctively, you'll just make that pass, expecting your player to be there. Yeah. It's an emotional game because they haven't won a league game. They haven't started well. Preseason was patchy. And we know that Unseki Askamas Gashe, with the coaching that we see there, right now it tells us moving forward, which it's another zone situation. Who's will pick up, win the next 5 games. The next thing is just play like number 8. A big club like Kaizerchiefs. Mm-hmm. So for me, that's my take on the game itself. TX Galaxy did deserve to win. There were 2 penalty shutouts. I think Nazi Sparopi penalty first half. They also were up the penalty. Officiating, I am because it's terrible. It's actually ruining our football. But looking at the Kaizerchiefs at the moment, because this for me was their best lineup, looking at the fact that it was the same lineup that won the game against the Cape Town City. They don't have consistent results. They don't have a consistent lineup. Uzobona namanje against Amazulu next week is a change because of pressure. Because Ngibonile Batumtseki was actually marshaled by police in Bombela. People are paying their hard-earned money to watch this crappy football. Yeah. So, guys, for me, thank you for those who keep supporting the channel. I really appreciate you. Let's talk next week because I think Saturday Chiefs are against Amazulu. Um, my prediction there, it's a draw or a lose for Kaizerchiefs as per normal. Don't see a high scoring game there because Amazulu nayo. Sundowns, not sure. I didn't check the fixtures there, but I'll cover that game Thursday. Thursday, on that game, I'll have more because I don't know if during the week there's other games. So let's have a conversation then. Thank you so much. I'll leave it there. As per normal, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Don't forget to share the video on your socials. See you on the next episode. Danke, Nyabong.